everybody, it's Alyssa here, and I just wanted to film a short life update video for you guys today. Yes, I'm currently at work. It's 3:42 in the morning. I am working overnight. I'll be here until 7, but we have no inpatients tonight, so I'm really just sitting here like waiting for the phone to ring. So I figured I'd film this short video for you guys. So a lot of things have changed in the past month and a half, and that's kind of why I stopped doing Vlogmas, why I haven't really been posting many videos at all. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys a reason why. So number one, probably the biggest change in my personal life would have been that I'm no longer in a relationship. If you guys saw any of my videos from before, I was in a long distance relationship with an active duty Marine. I live up in New England and he was stationed down in North Carolina, and honestly the effort on his side just wasn't there, and I just couldn't deal with it anymore. He wasn't trying, he wasn't making any effort to call, to FaceTime, to anything. He was supposed to come home for Christmas, and then it turned to January, and then it turned to him not coming home, and then he gets deployed in March for another 6 to 9 months, and like the communication on his part just wasn't there. I was trying very hard and it wasn't getting reciprocated, and I ended things because it was just not what I wanted, and clearly wasn't what he wanted because his heart wasn't in it anymore. So that ended like early mid-December. Also about November, December, I changed my major. I went from an animal science student to a psychology student, and then to a build your own concentration student. So my university offers this really cool program that you can take 3 other majors, design your own program, and you need 12 classes, and you could bring 4 classes, and they have to be 12 classes over 300 level. You get to design your own major, you go through a proposal writing class, and then you graduate with a bachelor in an individual concentration is what it's called. And that's what I'm doing now. But I went through that last semester with animal science. It just wasn't, I was so taken out of chemistry. At that point I was a first semester senior, and I had been removed from chemistry. I was taking like Chem 111, mind you, and I withdrew from it last spring, and I withdrew from it again this past fall because it just wasn't worth the stress and hurting my GPA if I failed it. I just wasn't understanding the concepts, and I couldn't really go to the SI sessions due to my work and my riding schedule, and because I'm again commuting to campus, it was just really difficult, and it's a 400 person class, and it was just not worth it, especially when I don't want to go to vet school. And if it was Chem 111, how would I do in Chem 112 and organic chemistry, which were all prerequisites for classes that I needed to take this spring and were only offered in the spring. And for me, graduating in the fall, it just wasn't worth it, and I didn't want to take 5+ years to finish my bachelor's degree. Obviously there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm also doing an online vet tech program that's self-paced through Ashworth College at the same time, which is more tailored to what I want to do. And so at this point I just want to get my bachelor's degree and be done, and it just wasn't worth staying and getting more debt and doing all this other stuff. So that happened. I was working for VIP Pet Care, which, if you guys don't know, they do a lot of the mobile vet clinics around the United States. They go to like the local Tractor Supplies, Pet Supply Pluses, and other stores, and they do mobile clinics. And I was there from about July to December. I ended up leaving because I felt like I couldn't really go anywhere for what I wanted to do in the company. I wanted to do more emergency medicine. And what I was doing, literally just vaccines and blood draws all day, every day, over and over and over again, and it just wasn't worth the stress of not having weekends, because they required like too many hours on the weekend, and it was like 25 hours in 2 days, which I did like for last semester for my school schedule, but I just couldn't commit to that long term. I wanted to have my weekends back, and I wanted to move up in veterinary medicine, and I couldn't do that with that position. So I left there around like December 10th, I believe, and started at my new job. I work at an emergency specialty animal hospital that I absolutely love. I am currently a veterinary assistant training to become a veterinary technician, and I'm also doing school online to be able to get certified. So I've been here for about a month and a half now, and it's been amazing, and I'm working full-time, which is what I want, and it works better with my schedule. And I actually also just left my doggy daycare job that I had been at from July to about end of January. I left there unfortunately because I had limited availability because I'm working full-time at an emergency animal hospital, and it's more tailored to what I want to do in the future. I don't want to work at or own my own doggy daycare, so it didn't really make sense, and I make less money there, but it didn't make sense for me to stay at the doggy daycare and give them more hours because they wanted more hours, and because I couldn't give them those hours, my boss just was unable to schedule me, so I finished there now. I also really wasn't able to make videos for most of January because I was working 60 plus hours a week with both jobs combined, because my boss at the daycare kind of screwed me over a little bit, and I told her I wanted like 10 to 15 hours because I work full-time at an emergency animal hospital, and she fired 2 people and let 2 other people go on vacation at the same time, and so I got the short end of the stick, and she just started scheduling me because she had nobody else, and I'm a pushover when it comes to that, so I said yes. And worked 60 plus hours a week for about 5 weeks, and it was hell. It was just 2 completely different schedules and 2 completely different hours. I was working second and third shift at the animal hospital, and then I was working first shift at the daycare, so I wasn't really sleeping, which ended up hitting me really hard about the week before classes started. One of the biggest things that I'm very proud of so far is my goal in 2019. One of my biggest goals is to pay off all of my debt except for my student loans, and I don't have that much for student loans, but I want everything else to be done for when I graduate in December, that I only really have to pay for my student loans, at least debt-wise. And I paid off 1 loan completely. I paid it off like 5 months early, so I was very happy about that, and it's like a very substantial amount of money for that loan. And I paid off 2 credit cards as well, so I have 2 credit cards left that I'm going to pay off, and so that's super exciting. And so the last thing is I'm possibly considering joining the military again after I graduate in December. I am weighing out options of, do I want to go to officer candidate school, or if I want to go enlist, and what I want to do there, because I will have my bachelor's degree at that point. There's a lot of steps that I need to take in order to get to that point in my life. A lot of steps. And so that's a high consideration that I've been going, and a big life change that would be made. So I think that's about it for my life update. A lot has been going on. A lot has changed. A lot of new people have come into my life. A lot of people from my past have come back into my life, and a lot of people have left too. So it's just, everything's a little crazy right now, but I hope you guys enjoyed this short life update video. I will make another video for you guys of my previous military experience if you guys would like to see that. But thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and if you have any other suggestions for any other videos, please leave them in the comment section down below, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye everyone.